All right. Let's try this again. The vocals are working. So we recorded a whole... What's going on, fuck faces? This is called That Dude's Podcast. We recorded our first episode, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to capture it onto our recording system, but I got it all on video. So what you guys are about to hear is basically just raw camera microphone versus this microphone that I'm speaking through now. And we just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate the patience for those that wanted to hear the podcast, and thank you for all the support from everybody. And even though it's not the best recording quality because we didn't record this damn fucking thing, I appreciate you tuning in, guys.
It's like it had to go bad, huh, on your first one?
Yeah, usually that's the way it works.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's just how it
We
works.
learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, I guess that's how it works. But thank you guys for tuning in, and hope you enjoy the first episode. That Dude Podcast. Let's go, baby. And we are, huh?
It's very quick.
Yeah, we're live.
I'm scared. I'm so nervous.
Yeah. What's up, fuck faces? Welcome to the first episode of That Dude's Podcast. Oh, you dropped that. It's all good. Welcome to the first episode of That Dude's Podcast. I am your host.
Oh, wait. Was I not supposed to do that?
I am your host. I go by the name of Steven. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I'm an amateur at this shit, and this shit's brand new to me, so there will be a lot of mistakes. For example, right now you can hear the freeway. If you stay quiet for a second, you hear it. You hear that? Yeah, we're right next to the freeway, so and I don't know how to mix this shit too well or fuck with the EQs that well. But fuck it, we're here, and we're doing it. Today, we'll start our first episode off with a beautiful guest. She goes by the name of Vonnie. Do the applause,
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you hear it?
Barely.
Oh.
But fuck it. It's all good,
Oh.
And yeah. This is our first episode, and this is my
I'm
first
really
guest.
nervous.
Yeah, it's a little different, but hey, we'll get used to
I've
it.
been jittery and nauseous all day. No, guys, I'm not pregnant. How come every time we go on a date or I say that I'm like nauseous, people always think I'm like pregnant again? They're like, don't go have another baby.
3 strikes, you're out.
Okay, sorry.
Alright, so we're gonna start this first. We're gonna start this first episode, or we're gonna try to start every episode with a game, and the game is basically a warm-up game to help our guests that are nervous.
Like me.
And this game is called You're an Animal, right?
Oh wait, did you get a quarter?
No,
I didn't even.
you didn't get a quarter.
Let me grab one.
Alright. While Bonnie's getting the quarter, I'm gonna explain to you guys the rules of this game. Again, this game is called You're an Animal, right? Flip a coin, right? Best out of 3 that calls a coin wins the game, right? The loser has a choice. The loser has a choice to do 3 things. 1 is bark and flip like a sea lion. 2, you get the option number 2 is you snort like a pig 3 times in a row, right? And then 3, you have to do a horse noise. And I would love to show you an example of it, but
Show us.
but I'm not gonna do that today.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna do best out of 3. Now this shit's gonna be loud, so please bear with the sound. But
Sorry.
bear with us. Let's do it. So flip number 1.
Wait, rock, paper, scissors. See who goes first. Or the guest should go first because.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, so it's rock, paper, scissors.
Shoot.
What?
That's how you play. Do it. You have to say
It's
shoot.
rock, paper, scissors. Shoot?
Why are you putting it on your hand? You went like this. Like who
It's a
does
paper.
that? You're just supposed to go.
But
like
who
that.
says shoot after rock, paper? It's just rock, paper, scissors.
No.
Rock, paper, scissors.
This no. We have to do shoot. Because then when you say shoot, like you put which one?
That don't make sense. We're doing
Okay, we're gonna do it your way, I guess. since
Okay, so it's
your podcast.
rock, paper, and then the third one.
I don't like that.
We're gonna do it
That's
that way.
uncomfortable.
Well, life's uncomfortable. We're fucking riding through it.
Are you ready?
Alright, you ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Why?
One.
I
We'll
want.
give you that one, you cheater. Alright. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my god! Come on. Stop copying.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, dang,
Boom,
so
1-1.
sad. Oh my god.
Ready?
I don't want to do that dumb thing. Let me win.
I'll let you win. Rock, paper, scissors.
Woo!
Alright, that's 2. You gotta win this last one. Oh, no.
You have to do it.
I lost?
Yes. I won twice.
This is a stupid game.
You came up with it.
Yeah.
Okay, flip that coin.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, that was just a super.
Yeah, that was just yeah, that's good. Woo, I'm safe. So you get to flip the coin.
I thought.
My bad, fuck faces.
Oh, man.
Alright, excuse, it's gonna be loud.
Oh wait, let's see it.
Oh yeah, man, what the fuck?
Okay, I picked
Jump ahead. This is amateur
I
as
picked
fuck.
heads.
You pick heads?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on tails, so you lost. Okay,
No.
head. Try it again. So you pick heads. So if it lands on heads, right, she wins.
So then you have to do the dumb thing.
Right? Is it best out of 3 flips? It's best out of 3 flips, so
That's taking too long.
it is.
One flip.
1 flip, I guess, at this point. But it's supposed to be 3, and I think the rock, paper, scissors was supposed to be
the
first one. Fuck
Okay.
it. Let's go.
So if I get heads, then you have
I
to
have
do
to do.
something
I
dumb.
get to pick one of my.
You have to be an animal.
Yeah. And
Is that tails?
it's heads.
Oh wait, is that the Canadian quarter?
Yeah.
Oh wait, Canadian quarters don't have heads or tails.
Yeah, they do. This
Oh.
is the tails. That's the heads. I gotta do a fucking sound.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snort like a pig 3 times.
You have to hold your nose.
No, I already did. You fucked it up.
You only did 2.
I did 3. You talked over it.
No, go one more time. Hold your nose.
No. I don't need to hold my nose. I'm gonna go
Okay.
at this. I almost choked.
That was 2 times.
That was 3. Where the fuck you get 2? Where do you learn how to count?
Oh, I don't know.
Alright.
That was funny. Oh, I feel so red.
Oh my god.
Can you feel red?
Alrighty, so let's get this podcast going. So, we're here, right? Brand new podcast. Oh my god, that shit's
Congratulations.
loud.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Drink air. How you feel? How you feel about the podcast?
I'm so nervous.
Yep.
I'm not used to being in front of the camera. I don't ever randomly talk like this on camera, so it's always nerve-wracking to me at first.
Yeah, the camera's not the really worried.
It is.
Like,
for me, it is.
it's like not
Because
here.
I feel like I'm just being weird.
Do jumping jacks.
How do you feel about this? This is your first podcast.
This is dope, man. This is dope. This because I'm doing one with Dorian and Rise, right?
Yeah.
And we're getting that shit figured out.
I can't
and
wait to hear that.
We're getting that shit figured out, and It's fun. It's a lot of like figuring this shit out when it comes to like the recording. Like just to get to where we're at now was a bitch in general. Like yeah, I didn't want to buy the wrong pieces, and then had to send shit back because I bought the wrong pieces or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of research, and it was kind of frustrating. So it took so fucking long to actually buy the stuff. And then when I actually got the stuff, putting it together is a whole other ball game. And then to get the sound out, and I'm still learning how to do this shit. But it's fun though, for the most part. When I did my first when we recorded the first episode with Rising Dorian, that was fun. It felt exciting.
Natural.
I guess, yeah. I guess you can call it natural.
I feel like this is something that comes natural to you. Like whenever you post videos on Instagram, it's so funny, and it's always something different, or how your day's going. And this one, I feel like it's a little more. I don't know. How to explain it. Like,
Yeah.
Like it's not little clips of what you're doing. It's like something that you're actually talking about, and
Yeah, and I'm excited. I think I'm more excited just to have like guests on, and just like I guess I like learning about people's life and just finding out new things, people's day to day. I'm just excited overall to see where it goes. Again, I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm trying to fuck with the formats and
I like seeing how excited you are over this. It's like seeing you excited about something is so refreshing because you just usually just stress about your job all day and paying rent and bills and everything. So once you're excited about something like fun, like this is fun. Like once you're excited about something like this, like it makes me happy.
Yeah, I thought about that a lot. It's something different. Like you said, it's work all the time. There's work, and then there's more work. I mean, my commute to work is like 2 hours going and 2 hours coming back. I have to do 9-hour days, so that turns into like a 13, 14-hour day in general. So
yeah,
doing this and I see a lot of shit day to day anyway. So to be able to share that with people is pretty dope. Yeah, I'm excited for this. So Bonnie,
what?
Where were you born?
In LA.
Oh.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Like, do you have a specific area you were born in, or?
Like hospital?
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think it was when I Glendale Adventist.
And where were you raised?
In Highland Park.
Highland Park.
He always makes fun of me. No offense to anybody who lives in Highland Park, but he calls me ghetto.
It's not because of everybody else, it's just you're ghetto.
Whatever. I used to be ghetto. I'm classy now.
Yeah. And what? How many brothers and sisters do you have?
I have 2 sisters and 1 brother.
What are you, the oldest?
No, I have
Does she know?
I have an older sister, a younger sister, and my little baby brother. Well, he's not a baby. He's 17, but he's a little baby.
He looks like Justin Bieber.
He does. He's so cute. He's so handsome. Yeah, shout out to them. Love you guys. Miss you. I don't see them that often, but when I do, it's funny.
It's crazy.
It's good.
It's crazy how time flies. I remember when I met them, they were fucking small.
Little, yeah.
They were tiny. Like Anthony?
Anthony was so little. He was like a little baby.
Yeah. He could barely speak.
And now he's so tall, and he's like your typical teenage boy, and it makes me sad.
Yeah, time flies.
What about
So,
you?
what about me? What?
I don't know.
I was born.
I mean, am I supposed to ask you questions?
I mean, we're just going with it.
Oh.
I was born in the White Memorial Hospital. I was kind of raised all over the place. Kind of moved a lot growing up.
What was your favorite place that you lived? I never asked you that. Now that I think about it.
My favorite place? The memory of my aunt's place in
Boyle Heights.
Yeah, Boyle Heights on Dobinson.
Huh.
That from there on was like the time of my life. That was like the dopest times ever.
Yeah.
So
Even
much.
when I lived there with you, like it was.
Yeah, it was so fucking lit. Yeah, Boyle Heights has to be my favorite.
That was like my favorite, like when all of us lived there and we would all cook together, all the kids would like play together, and it was always a good time.
We were so young.
I know.
Not a party.
We were babies.
Yeah.
Now we're all old.
What about you? What's your favorite place?
That I lived?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say that as one of them?
What? Highland Park?
No. And
You can't take my answer.
But I don't like where I lived growing up.
At all.
Well, I moved to Australia.
I mean, you have it tatted on your neck.
Shut up! See, I'm not ghetto. Not that that's ghetto. Oh my god. No. No, when I was, I think 11, I moved to El Sereno.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, what am I talking about? I think when I started high school in El Sereno, so I was like, 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I lived in Highland Park and then El Sereno, and I didn't really
Kind of everywhere else after
care
that.
for those ones I didn't really care.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I got older and I moved to like different places, I think I would have to say Boyle Heights with you guys. That was always fun. Like everywhere else I lived, it was just like me, my mom and sisters and brother, and we didn't really do much. So
I fucking love Boyle Heights. I love it. Even has like a distinct smell where it smells like home. I fucking love it.
what does home smell like?
Huh?
What does that smell like?
I don't know, like corn?
Like bacon wrapped hot dogs.
No, that's
Oh, I want one so bad.
no.
Yes. Steven always thinks I'm nasty because I always tell him like I'm craving like a bacon wrapped hot dog with like everything on it, like a street hot dog.
It's okay. It's okay, but it's not like I want. It's not one of those foods where you're like, I want a bacon wrapped hot dog right
I want
now.
a bacon wrapped hot
It's
dog.
like pig on pig. Oh yeah, you're doing keto. Doing keto.
Well, I can eat a bacon wrapped hot dog without the buns.
What do you have it in?
A lettuce wrap, or I can just eat it by itself. I'll just eat the bacon.
How?
Shut up.
So what? So explain to the people what
I
keto is.
just started again. I stopped for a long time. I stopped when I started working.
Mm-hmm.
Since like October, so I just got back on it last week. I'm at that stage right now where I feel like really sick. Again, you guys, I'm not pregnant. Now I feel really sick. Yeah, it's I guess basically called the keto flu, which is it's a good thing. That means it's working.
Yeah.
I guess.
So, but like, what do you have to eat usually? What do you have to stay away from, and what can you eat? And...
So basically, it's mostly fats, low carbs, and no sugar. But I try to eat no carbs at all.
Mm-hmm.
So we can
And
eat
carbs being like pasta, bread,
rice.
right.
You can't even eat beans.
No frijoles.
That makes me sad. No, but yeah, no bread, no rice, no pasta, no tortilla. All my favorite things basically, but there's ways to like substitute those things.
Like what?
Like I've made what's it called? A mud cake out of coconut flour one time.
Seems like a lot of work.
Kind of is.
Yeah,
but
versus
it's
like...
worth it. Like if you go, like they say, like the beginning, not to eat like any artificial sweeteners or like any like like bread substitutions. Like I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm
You gotta
saying
substitute
right,
bread.
but yeah, they say not to do that because you're basically still telling your brain that that's what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really gonna work. I feel like it's mostly like a mental thing. Like once your brain knows that you're not eating sugar or carbs, like it starts using like the fat as fuel for energy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, once you don't have any carbs or sugar in your system anymore, it starts using like the fat to lose the weight. So,
So
and it works.
What's...
I swear by it. Like for anybody, if you're a little what is it called? Like skeptical. I've done it before, like a couple times, and you lose weight like instantly. Like if you do it right, like
no. You have to like truly stay away from
you have to like there's no like everybody says like whenever I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have a bite of that, they're like, just take a bite, like no one's gonna know. I'm like, my body will literally know. Like if I take a bite of sugar, that's it. It's like a waste.
You kick yourself out of keto.
Yeah, ketosis.
Yeah. So basically with keto, you substitute, your body's used to using like carbs and sugar, right, as energy, and then when it doesn't use it, it stores it, which turns into fat. So if you substitute that, like if you take that out of your diet, then your body has no choice but to utilize body fat as energy. So it's basically, in a sense, eating itself.
Yeah,
And
but
it
you
was-
guys have to be like really strict on yourself. Like,
Yeah.
I know, trust me, it's so hard. Like, the first time I tried it, I literally wanted to cry. Every time I would see like people around me eating like all the good stuff, you're just like, why am I doing this? Is it worth it? Like, it's not fair. Like, that's honestly, that's part of like the keto flu is craving so much sugar. Like, you crave it more than usual, but because like your body is like used to it. It's like having coffee, or it's like being addicted to something. Like, people literally get addicted to
Meth.
food.
Food.
Shut up. Yeah, but I love it. I swear by it, and everything else.
What's the most weight you lost from it?
The most weight I lost in total was, what was it, 40 pounds?
Yeah, roughly about
40 pounds.
Mhm.
And I gained most of it, not most of it, I gained like half of it back.
Mhm.
But it's so easy to lose it again, so
Yeah.
I'm
Muscle
not
memory.
really worried about that, yeah.
Gotcha. And so you have two sisters,
Mhm.
one brother,
Mhm.
right? Some nieces.
Oh, yes, my babies. I have my Aubrey,
Mhm.
I have Celine, I have Aria,
Mhm.
and my sisters need to hurry up and have another one because I want a nephew.
And were you raised by a single mom, or did you
Mhm.
just for the people that don't know?
Yeah, my dad passed away when I was 3, so it was always just us, my mom, my sisters, my brother, and yeah. And we never had like a stepdad, or we never had like a male figure in our life. But yeah, so it's just us.
Gotcha. Do you feel like not having a father was like difficult for you growing up, or was it just something that you don't close it, don't snap
I
it?
know.
Was
No.
it something that you just
It felt normal. It felt like I didn't feel like I'm missing out on anything, but I think because we were just so used to not having that. So when you're used to it, you don't expect it.
did you think about him at all?
Oh yeah,
About?
all the time. Like when I was in school, like I remember specifically there was this one girl. She was like my best friend, but like I think she didn't like me, so I don't know if she was my best friend. But, I mean, I want her to be my best friend.
Typical.
No, but her dad would come every single day and like bring her McDonald's for lunch, and he would pick her
So
up
healthy.
and turn her around, and it was so cute, and I'll get so jealous.
Mhm.
And I remember one day I went home and I told my mom, like, oh, that's not fair, like I wish I had a dad to do that, and she'll get so mad. My mom gets so mad at me. She's like, I don't want to hear that. So I'm just like, okay. So I guess basically I wasn't allowed to ask questions about that.
You know, or express yourself?
Yeah, like that wasn't allowed.
Gotcha. Do you think it affected your sister?
Mm.
Sisters?
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
you-
me
wait.
and my older sister have the same dad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
me and my older sister have the same dad,
Mm-hmm.
and then my younger sister has a different dad, and then my little brother has a different dad.
Yeah.
And none of us have our dads around. So I mean, that sucks, but that's what we're used to.
Yeah. So same here.
It makes us strong.
Same here. I have two younger brothers and 2 younger sisters. One of my brothers and sisters have the same dad. Another one of my brother and sister have the same dad, and then I have
Your own
my own dad. Daddy.
dad. Rory.
It is-
I'm just kidding.
You never came back. And it's the same thing. Same thing here. Growing up, it's well, for a guy, it's a little different, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, maybe I don't
They
know.
always say boys need their dad.
Yeah, it was different. It's something like you thought about it a lot, right? You thought about what it would be like to have a dad, or to teach you things, or
Mm-hmm.
most of the stuff I had to teach myself and learn on my own, whether it was sports, whether it was girls, hygiene,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. I had to kind of learn on my own and fail on my own.
Fail
Yeah.
to succeed.
I guess so. I
Because
guess so.
you've done an awesome job.
It's the same thing too with my mom, because like it was, she didn't get mad, right? But sharing the details that she shared with me on him like leaving, and she would say things like, "Oh, he didn't want you. He just didn't want you, son." Yada yada yada. And it just, as a kid, you kind of like
That hurts.
soak that. Yeah, you soak it in. You're like, damn, like, what did I do? Like, he didn't want me. And there was times where I would like. There was times where I would. There was one opportunity I remember where I was supposed to see him, right, my whole life, and it was for court. I guess it was for child support or something. And I remember I was excited as hell. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was like, I'm gonna see him, even though I knew he didn't want me. In my head, I was like, I'm gonna meet him finally, and it was just something I was so excited for. And I remember we went all the way to court, and I was nervous, and I never even seen him then. It just
is it because they didn't let you in, or because you just?
No, so I think.
Or he just never showed up.
No, he showed up. Like my mom seen him that time. She told me she seen him. But I think my pops at the time, because she was married. I call him my pops because he was there majority of my childhood, right? Mm-hmm. 9 years of my life and a little bit more. I think he was a little jealous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think anybody would probably feel that type of way.
Yeah, he didn't like the idea of me seeing him, I guess, or I don't think it was his fault necessarily, but he I think
especially when you're not used to it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it could be a little uncomfortable, like what's going on, what's gonna happen.
Yeah, separate households it's crazy. It's crazy. Some people could work out well, and some people could be adults and think about the child first. But I think when you're raised in the ghetto, like all that kind of goes out the window, and your emotions become the first thing, as opposed to the child's needs. And maybe he didn't. Maybe he just didn't want nothing to do with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I really never found out, to be honest. I got in contact with my sister though. Aww. Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Was that this year? No, last year. Last year, I found her. I was being a little lurker, a little stalker on Instagram. I was thinking like, man, maybe they have a sisters. Yada yada. Or I already knew beforehand. Prior research on Facebook. I found him on one day. I was bored and I was looking into seeing if I could find him. Maybe
just to see if you can find them.
Him just to see, just because I was curious. And then I came across his page, which is his son, and then he had the sister, I guess my other sister, on there, and I attempted to write them, but I don't think they got the message. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. And then last year, I got convinced to try again, and I wrote my sister, and it was, I don't know.
Are you happy that you wrote her?
I'm extremely happy, but at the same time I feel bad because it was just it feels like it was just a mix-up, big mix-up, and I don't want to speak on it, and wouldn't want to hurt her feelings or anything. But it was a big mix-up, and I feel guilty for that to this day, for even bringing it up.
Well, who knows? Maybe like that will be something great in the future. Yeah,
hopefully. I'm such a coward though. Like I'll take the step, and then instead of thinking beforehand, you know what I mean? Like I'll be like, yeah, let's do it, and then I'll do it, and then I'll think about it, and then like there's like a ripple effect, right? There's other things that come into play, and it's kind of like, ah, shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I'm just gonna hide in my little shell again.
I think it's good that you actually took that step and messaged her, because
I follow her on Instagram.
I think you would have always had in the back of your head, like, do they know about me, or do I want to know them? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I think that would always bother you, and eventually you would end up doing it. So it's better that you did it like sooner than later.
Yeah, the reason why I even wrote her this the second time where it crossed my mind, I was riding the train back home. I was on the expo line, and I seen this dude, which looked like the dude on the picture, which was like my brother on the picture, and he was around a couple friends. They were on bikes, and I was kind of tempted to just ask him what his name was. Which I'm glad I didn't, because she confirmed that she's like, the expo, only peasants write that. What is that?
You're on the expo.
Yeah. And that would have been embarrassing as fuck if I just asked a random dude his name. Yeah, so.
That would have been funny.
And that's how it came about. And then I was like, oh, and then I looked and I found her on IG. She's so beautiful. She's so sweet too. Yeah, so sweet. And I hope one day we could have a really good connection, but I just got to get out my... I just got to get out my fucking coward shell and do the damn thing. I don't know, that's a lot of my life where it's like I'll take a step towards something and then, I don't know.
I know you do that a lot. It kind of annoys me.
I overthink it.
I'm like, stop. Like, you already said yes, don't change your mind. Like, like whatever it is.
I just feel bad just because the whole mix-up.
Yeah.
It was just a fucked up situation.
Well, nothing bad happened.
Yeah, but still, it's still like a whole becomes a mess afterwards, and I'm just like, fuck, what did I do?
I don't know why, but I remember when I was little, I've always had in the back of my head that I had a brother out there somewhere.
Mhm.
Because when I was little, I had a dream that I had a brother who like looked exactly like my dad, and he like found me like in a treehouse, which I've never had a treehouse before. And this kid like climbs up the treehouse, and he's just like, "Are you Bonnie?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, my name's Bonifacio." That's my dad's name, Bonifacio.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? He's like, "I've been looking for you my whole life." And he was like crying. I was like, oh my god. Like, and he was like my age.
Yeah.
And it like I always believed it because when my dad passed away, he had a girlfriend. Well, I didn't know, but he had a girlfriend at that time. Like him and my mom weren't together. And so I don't know why. I always have them back in mind. So if there's any Bonifacio lawyers out there, let me know.
And you're light skinned. You gotta be light skinned.
Yeah.
Because they're all light skinned.
Yeah, confirm it.
Unless your grandpa's dark or something. I don't know.
No, they're all white skinned.
So did you like did you go to public schools? Did you go to private schools? Like were you guys low income, good income?
Well, we lived in Highland Park, so it wasn't a private school.
Yeah.
All of them are. I mean, not private.
It's changing now.
They're public schools.
Highland Park's changing big time. It's becoming real.
Like, why couldn't I live here when it looked like this? I'm just kidding.
Before
No, I
looking at
loved it.
that shit.
I didn't think anything bad of it because, like I said, it's something that you grow up with and you're used to it. So
Yeah.
you don't think, oh, this is bad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're just used to it. But yeah, I went to one full elementary, which was Yorkdale. I went to one full middle school, which was Burbank Middle School, Luther Burbank Middle School, and then I didn't go to my home school, which was Franklin. That's when I moved to El Sereno, and I went to Wilson.
You were a mule.
Mm-hmm.
A mule.
Wait,
And so you guys
is
didn't. So did you guys have money growing up? Like, did your mom have a good job?
No, I know that we lived off mostly. Like, I know my mom had a job, so she was never home. Like, me and my sister always had to do like the cooking and the cleaning.
Yeah.
But she did have like some help with like Social Security from like when my dad passed away.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure we had food stamps, but it was like the cash one at that time, like the paper one.
Yeah.
But I always thought like I had a good life. Like we always had food. That was good enough for me.
Yeah.
Food and clean clothes, so I couldn't complain.
Yeah. That's what mine too. Mine was we were welfare babies, child support babies. Lived off of that. My pops had a job, but it wasn't paying enough because he had kids of his own, right? And in total, I think the household at times was like 9 people, 9 kids. 9 kids, that's what? 9, 10, 11.
You had to count it twice.
That was like 11 people in the household, so it was a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. Just there's 4 that was living in the household like permanently, right? Which is my 2 brothers, my 2 sisters, and them. Yeah, there's a lot to take care of, so.
Man, your mom was
Shout out to
strong.
food stamps.
Shout out to your mom.
Shout out to food stamps too.
Yeah, I wish we had food stamps.
Bro.
Man, bad. I wish I had food stamps.
Bro.
Like,
when your fridge is full.
I know.
Remember when we were going through all that and I had to go to Gain and everything?
Yeah,
I remember.
That was so annoying.
Yeah. I remember one time when I was going in that game program, because we were getting cash aid. We were broke as fuck. And I was going to that game program. And I remember one of the like the leaders, the teacher lady, she was telling us about getting a job and everything.
You remember we thought it was so cool because they paid for like your clothes, your interview clothes, and your ties.
Yeah. By the way, guys, if you're ever going through it, like I suggest you go to if you go through the welfare system, try to utilize every tool that they give you. It is
not embarrassing at all. Like when you really need it.
To some, it all depends on who you are.
No, but I'm saying like when you really need it, it helps so much.
It saved us. It was clutch. Even though we were stupid and we spent our money stupidly, it definitely saved our lives. But yeah, I remember the lady was like, your kids, they're not gonna remember the love that you gave them. They're not gonna remember any of the love. They're gonna remember what you bought them. And it was like her whole spiel about how, and I don't know, that shit pissed me off.
Things like that.
Apparently she didn't care about her dad's love.
Apparently she didn't have any kids.
Yeah, apparently. Or parents that bought her stuff.
Just a shout out.
Yeah. The shout out to welfare.
Yeah, shout out to our kids because they're not like that. They don't. Yeah, they always ask for everything, but they don't get it often. So no, we don't spoil our kids like that. Like
I don't at least. Yeah.
I
What?
don't spoil
Great.
our kids. No, but like when you do give them something little, like they're so appreciative of it.
Yeah.
Like they're so excited. They love it. You know, even if it's little things like going to McDonald's or buying them a little toy at Five Below or something, like they
Yeah,
get
they
so
appreciate the little things.
excited.
They got that from you.
Yeah.
They get that from you.
It's the
'Cause-
little things that.
Yeah.
If
I like
they were
big ones.
used to if they were used to getting things all the time, it won't be exciting for them.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't appreciate it. I feel.
Yeah. We got good kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing well for themselves. They're getting good grades,
Mhm.
right? They're
Always getting awards.
they have manners. They play sports.
Yeah.
They're doing their best. Is what
That's
I'm saying.
so sad. What do you mean they're not best? Like that's
Why you
so
gonna say that
sad.
loud? They're gonna hear you.
They should know how you feel. That's so messed up. No,
It's
the
a
kids
fucking joke.
just had the first soccer game of the season. Mommy and Israel on the same team.
They got
And,
the win, baby.
They had 2 games. They won both games. And Nathan's starting basketball next week,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna start practicing.
Yeah.
And they're good. Leave my babies alone. It's so sad.
Don't make me out to be a monster. I
You
was
are
just
a
saying.
monster.
Just sometimes they can work on their game a little bit.
Stop. That's so mean. Were you in any
It's always-
sports?
I
growing
was.
Up?
I
Which
was.
one?
Tennis. And hockey.
You're so annoying.
No, I wanted to play hockey so bad. But
Why?
that's a rich.
Who do you even know that plays hockey?
Bro, you never seen the Mighty Ducks?
Yes.
When that
But-
anthem came on?
How does it go?
Something like that.
Oh my
Big
god.
disgrace. I want to do the D5,
Do it.
but I need like 4 other people
Oh my
and
god.
ice skates. It was too rich of a sport to do. All my friends had they played those kind of sports growing up. I had some rich ass friends. Yeah, I kicked it with I guess the nerd squad. I was a nerd. Hand me downs. We were broke as fuck. So I was a nerd. I got bullied a lot growing up.
Like what?
A bunch of assholes out there. I wish I could just fucking be a bird and shit on them.
Well, what would you do when you're being bullied?
I would just sit there. I would just take it. And sometimes I put myself in situations, like unnecessary situations. Like, I don't know. I remember one time, I can't remember exactly what grade it was, but I remember this one kid was walking around asking everybody, he's like, "Do you believe in Santa Claus?" And all the kids were like, "No, you believe in Santa Claus, you believe in Santa." He walked to me, "You believe in Santa Claus?" Instead of saying no, like a cool kid, I was like, "Yes." And I didn't.
That is a cool kid.
I didn't necessarily believe in Santa Claus, but I wasn't gonna let him tell me not to. And he started capping on me. Everybody's laughing. I remember this big dude just went to him and got him by the fucking shirt. Like, "I believe in Santa Claus too." This big ass dude. Yeah. And I remember seeing him years later. When I seen him, I want to tell him thank you, man.
Yeah, I hate bullies. Like that's one thing that gets me so mad.
They took my glasses one time. One time they took my I had friends in this apartment complex. This is after we lived in a shelter for a little bit, right? And then my mom got her shit together. I think she worked at Walmart, and then she got her shit together, and we got this apartment. I had 2 friends, and one of them was a dickhead, and the other one was so cool. I can't remember the names, but I remember one time the dickhead had a bike, and we're standing outside, and he goes on the bike, comes up to me, he's like, "Hey man, you wanna play hide and seek?" I was like, "Yeah," feeling cool, "Yeah, let's do it." And he fucking snatched my glasses and took off. He said, "You're it."
Oh, that's so sad.
And I was like, fucking dick. And I went inside, I was crying and everything. And my cousin's like, "Ooh," my cousin Crystal lived with us, she's fucking nuts. "Who did
love
that shit?
Crystal.
Who did that shit?" So she went outside, and then my other friend came by, right? He wasn't playing the game at the time, and he came by. He's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" He's a big dude, big happy dude. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, what's his name? Took my glasses." And then once his name came back around.
The kid with the glasses.
Yeah. And Crystal's like, she told my other friend, "Kick his ass." And the fool started just beating the shit out of him.
Crystal
Threw him off his
fight?
bike. Yeah, and then the whole time, like, he's beating the shit out of him, Crystal's laughing. She's like,
Oh my
"Ah."
god.
That shit was crazy.
I remember one time in middle school,
Uh,
me and my sister were walking to her class, and there was like 2 or 3 kids who were bullying a little kid, and they threw him inside the trash can. And me and my sister hate bullies, and my sister's like, take him out of the trash can right now. And the kids, like, they're laughing. They're like, oh, no. And she's like, I said right now. Like, she put her fist up at them. And they're just like, okay. Like, calm down.
Just ow.
Shut up.
Joking.
No, but they got so scared. They took that kid out of the trash can. And I was so proud of her. I was like, that's my sister.
Did you get in a lot of fights growing up?
In middle school, yeah. I got in a lot of fights.
Did you win?
I mean, I guess. I mean, now that I'm older, I'm like, that's so dumb. Like, why was I even, like, fighting?
Yeah.
But when you grow up in a place like that, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Like, you can't show.
It's part of just every day.
Yeah, now that I'm older, I'm like, I wouldn't like if my kids got in a fight. Like, I would be so mad, but at the same time, I would be kind of like sad, like that they got in a fight. Like when we went home and we told them that we got in a fight, or they found out we got in a fight, they're like, "Did you kick their? If not, then I'm gonna kick yours." And I'm just like, oh my god. Or they'll like one time me and my sister were at a football game, and my mom and my aunt picked us up, and they're in my mom's van. And she's like, where are they at? We're gonna go look for them right now. I'm just like, oh my god. They went driving around like, they're like, you're gonna fight them? I'm just like, oh my god. And thank God we didn't fight them, because it would again, like, thank God we didn't find them, because it would have been bad. Like, yeah, but they would make us fight. Like, they would say that we can't like lose. Like, so that's like how we grew up, and that was pretty bad.
Not me. My mom, she was a Christian, super Christian, right? Raised in church practically, like from the age of probably 6 and up.
Yeah, we were like the complete opposite. Yeah, go ahead.
And we were taught not to fight back. They hit you, you don't hit back. You just take it, and you just keep loving people regardless. And yeah.
Did you do that?
I mean, like my teen years was a little bit different. I was a little bit more of a knucklehead, but I wasn't like extreme like fuck control or anything. But my teen years, I didn't really let anybody punk me like that. Yeah. But when I was younger, yeah, I did.
You got in a lot of fights?
When I was younger? No. I got bullied.
No, but once you got older, did you?
I mean, not a lot of fights, but yeah, there was some.
How would you feel if our kids got in a fight, like at school?
I don't know. Part of you hopes that they defend themselves.
Fight back. I mean, at least not be scared,
But then
defend yourself, but not.
Part of you wants to hope that they never put themselves in that position to where they're about to fight or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough. I would say they gotta follow their own heart and kind of learn on their own. Yeah. It's tough.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm alright.
So far?
I'm alright.
This is cool. A lot better than I thought it was. I'm saying the whole day, like, Steven kept laughing at me because I was just, like, nervous, I was jittery, like, I felt nauseous, and he's just like, it's fine, like, it's gonna be fine, like, you're okay, and I'm just like, no, like, I'm gonna feel dumb, like. Yeah,
it's just conversation overall. This is exciting to me, like, I'm excited for the future, and
I can't wait to see, like, what you guys think about how it is so far. Like, I mean, I know it's the first one.
Yeah, it's the first episode.
We were even talking about like maybe like the next one. Like, what did we say? The next one. Like, maybe we can ask them if they want to ask us questions.
Oh yeah, if you guys have any questions ever for the podcast, the first place I'm gonna upload this one, is gonna be YouTube. I'm gonna find out how to put it on Spotify and iTunes and everything else, but for the most part now. We're gonna put it on YouTube, and hopefully my camera's still recording. I can't see if my camera's still recording, so
we have to buy a camera.
Yeah, that's the next step, is getting the camera.
And I need headphones.
And then I failed because I bought everything but an extra pair of headphones. I thought one of the other headphones that we had would work, but they didn't seem to work at all.
Yeah, and I told him I want either pink, purple, or turquoise. So
yeah, but yeah.
Give me that.
So I guess we'll wrap this up.
This was fun.
Yeah, this is dope. We'll do this again.
Thank you for letting me be your first guest.
Yeah, we're gonna drop an episode a week. I'm working on my other podcast with Dorian and Rise, and we're gonna be dropping. So we're gonna try to keep frequent with the content. And
we're gonna try what?
Frequent.
Oh.
Frequently.
And it said freaking, and I was like, wait, what? Gonna get freaking. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stay consistent on
And sorry that's getting dark already.
Yeah, we did this kind of late.
We need a better light also.
And if you can't see, my bad. We don't have a lamp in the room. And yeah. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in.
Hopefully you guys liked it.
This is That Dudes Podcast.
Hopefully we weren't too boring about
I am
our
your
lives.
host. And this is my guest. And we're out. Alright.
Trying this.
How you feel?
Oh, scared still. My cheeks are so red. My cheeks are so red. I was nervous. I can feel my face so hot.